What's up, load bearers? You're locked in with Load Bearing Dad, a show for dads or anybody who didn't tap out. I'm your host, and today we're back with another one. No fluff, no participation trophies. Oh, always hated those. Just real talk from dads who are actually holding it together, barely, but we're holding it. Let's get into it. So, how's your week? How was your day? It is Sunday. Um, Not much is going on right now. Oh, wait. Other than the Masters, holy cow, is it something, guys? If you're not into golf, it's fine. Completely understand. It's a, a specific taste. But the leaderboard, holy cow. If you are into golf and you're watching the Masters, with the leaderboard right now, it's Young at 12 under, Rory at 10 under, Scheffler at 9 under, Rose at 9 under, Hindley at 9 under. It's anybody's game today, guys. Um, Anybody gets on a hot streak, they could just take over. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. But Cameron Young's in the lead right now. If he can stay hot and win that green jacket, that'd be something else. I would not be upset with Cameron Young being winning it. Though I am a Rory fan. Like, I've always enjoyed Rory, and you know what? He talks a lot of smack. Everybody talks a lot of smack, all right? So my one boss, he's just like, I hope Rory and Shane lose or break a leg or something. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, they were treated very nicely at the Ryder Cup, so they kind of have every right to, really backfire and everything. So, yeah, I don't. Anyways, it's going on right now. It is about 2:30 in the afternoon Central Time. So that's what I've been doing, was watching the Ryder Cup. I keep saying Ryder Cup because a lot of people that were in the Ryder Cup were involved in this. The Masters. So, but no, it's been good. It's been good. Holy cow! I really want Rory to win again because he's had such a drought of not winning this. Like, what a statement it would be to come back and win it again. Like, all right, I was in a drought of winning it. Now I'm not gonna not win it. Oh, what a shot! You put it right on the green. Good job, Rory. All right, so I need to stop watching it. All right, so let's move on. Let's look at today in military history, April 12th. 1861, because it was like yesterday. Fort Sumter, the Civil War kicks off. Confederate guns open fire at 4:30 in the morning. 4,000 shells over 33 hours. Union garrison surrenders. Nobody died in the actual battle. 2 Union soldiers died during a gun salute on the way out. What? America's bloodiest war started with some of the worst luck imaginable. Holy cow. Somebody quote that, look it up, and let's see if that's true. I'll have to look that up. 1845, DR dies. Harry Truman gets the call. Roosevelt passes in Warm Springs, Georgia. It was 3 months into his fourth term. With Germany weeks from collapse, Truman had been VP for 82 days, barely briefed on anything. He got sworn in 3 hours and had to finish the war. Talk about being handed the controls mid-flight. Here you go. All right, see ya. Okay. Yeah, I got this. I swear. 1983, the Army Aviation becomes its own branch. 40 plus years after World War II, the Army finally gave helicopter aviation its own seat at the table as a full branch. Vietnam proved rotary wing wasn't a gimmick. It was the backbone of the flight. The Apache and Black Hawk generations started then in 1983. But yeah, no, that's kind of crazy about the whole Civil War kicks off and nobody was killed except 2 when they were doing a gun salute. That's insane. But yeah, there's your military history for today. I want to do a salute out to the load bearers. So these are 2 of the topics that I kind of wanted to keep around because I love military history, and like we're just getting everything about it right. Like, I mean, from the army to FDR to how the Civil War kicks off, it's crazy. I never knew about it. Maybe I studied it in school, maybe I didn't. You know, I don't remember hearing how the Civil War kicked off. I knew of it back in the day when we used to study history of America, you know. But I never knew how it kicked off. I guess so. I knew it was all about slavery, right? But that's crazy. Anyways, Justin Rose, he was in the Pine right now. Um, all right, so before we get out of here, well, we're not going anywhere. We still got plenty of time, guys. We got a lot to talk about. But it's time for our salute to a load bearer because every episode we put some respect on somebody who showed up strapped in and carried the weight when it was convenient. So today's salute goes out to everyone who's on shift right now, not the ones who had the day off, especially on a Sunday, right? The ones who woke up early, went to work, came home, coached the game, helped with homework, and put the kids down. And then did it all again without a single person asking if they were okay. You don't get a trophy for that. You don't get a highlight reel, but your kids are watching. And one day they're going to carry weight the same way you did because you showed them how. That's a load bearer, and we see you. So keep at it, no matter what you're doing. Step pair. Ugh, all of you above, right? So when I usually talk on these podcasts, I end up yawning a lot, especially if I was tired. I stayed up watching The Voice, so like there's every once in a while I just get into this weird mood where I gotta hear some good singing, you know. And the coaches this year or this season is Adam Levine, um, John Legend, and Katie Clark. Um, and it's been, I won't lie, the auditions was good, and it's kind of funny because Kelly Clark filled up her team pretty quickly, and I was laughing because there was one that came out, one lady, I don't remember her name, but she came out of the gates like a powerhouse. And John and Adam were like, "Oh my god!" And Kelly just died inside. It was so funny. Um, it's all right, Rory. Get it back. Plenty of golf left. Um, he didn't lose a shot, but he's just gonna probably part. Anyways, like she missed out on a great singer, like because she was probably the biggest powerhouse out of everybody that auditioned. So that's pretty funny how upset she was. But yeah, I've been watching that, and I'm gonna get into the battle rounds next. And like, I enjoy some good old singing sometimes. Since this is a podcast, you probably won't ever hear me sing on here, but I do sing. I am on Smule, and if you find me, let me know. But I'm not going to tell you anything. You have to go search for it for yourself. And anybody who has heard me sing, don't cheat and put my name out there. Anyways, drinking some coffee. It is a little bit too warm for my blood right now. It's almost 80 degrees right now and humid. That's the worst, and I'm gonna have to cut the grass sometime this week, probably Tuesday. If it's not raining by then, yeah, looks like it's gonna be raining by then. Aw, shucks. Maybe I have to mow pretty soon though. I mean, the grass isn't too long, but it is getting there. Anyways, have you started mowing where you're at? I wish it was. I always wish it was like 50s or 60s. That's my temp right there. I love it cold, but not too hot. You know, not too cold, but not too hot. Man, Cameron Young, he's putting on a clinic right now. He's parred out, so good for him. I think Rory had a. Sorry, I'm gonna go back and forth between golf because I'm watching the Masters literally right now. So, I'll give you my take on the end of it. Well, not the end of it, but I'll give you my take next week on what I thought about the Masters. I love paying attention to the majors mostly more than anything. I usually don't watch as much during the other tournaments, so I'm like, meh, you know. It's all about getting to that next major because then you got everybody involved, right? You got Live Golf, you got PGA, everybody's involved now. So that's why I like watching these majors. Um, I would love to get out golfing too. Like that's the one thing that I'm like itching to do is go golf. So I don't know. I wonder if they have any par threes around by me that I could just go out and hit because I really don't have anybody to play with out here. Maybe South Carolina, I could have found someone. Colorado, I always had someone. So, because that's where I grew up was Colorado. But out here in Chirac, I don't really have anybody. So, I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me, and I know my grandpa is up above. In peace. Yeah, I'm sure he's like, hey, get out there and hit some golf. Let's go. What are you waiting on? Hey, give me some time, all right? So, I know I talked about in like a couple podcasts before that about the low T and everything. I'm pretty sure I do have low T, but I did schedule a physical. So that's going to be coming up pretty soon. So, and I'm hoping I can get that tested pretty quick. And if it is what it is, then let's jump on it and um, like I want to jump on it and get it going and start getting back to normal. Like I just don't feel like right now what I'm feeling is normal. So I want to get back to normal and feeling well again. And not that I'm feeling bad, but it's just what I mean. Low T is I'm not feeling like I used to. So um, that's why I want to get back to all that. Get back to losing weight. I'm just keeping it right now. But I need some energy, and lately I just haven't felt any energy. So if I go to the gym, it is definitely truly because I was like, I need to go to the gym. So yeah. Um, Other than that, work is busy as always. Taking care of the kids. That's my normal days, right? As a load bearer, like I work during the day, get the kids from the school, take care of them, make sure they get dinner. Then we all get to bed, and then it's just like that's my 5 days a week. Like tomorrow, I think this is the last week. My daughter she's doing a solo. She's doing a song from um, The Greatest Showman. This Is Us, I think, or whatever it's called. And so she has practice, and I think this week is. I think she has practice tomorrow. I'm looking them right now, but let's see. Team practice. Oh, no, she doesn't. Oh, no, she does. Festival practice. So, yeah, this is the last week for festival practice. Thank goodness, because that really eats into my time. Just like, it's out of the ordinary, right? So she has practice tomorrow. Oh, she has confirmation class Wednesday late. Okay. And then back to normal schedule because Friday she will be performing this Friday from 1:50 to 4. Cool. And then they have regionals this weekend. Anyways, um so yeah, one more practice tomorrow and then we're back to normal the week after with normal schedules. I mean, it's just, I do anything for my kids. Like I especially want to get my son into baseball to see if we can get him going with all that. We will see. I'll let you know if we do. I'm gonna try to buy some gloves and balls and see if we can get him interested because he has a wicked arm for a 5-year-old. His arm, like sometimes he'll throw it and I'll be like, oh, I didn't see that coming straight at my face. And I grew up playing baseball and I grew up playing sports, like, but I also grew up playing at a band, an instrument, like I did it all. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, how long have we been going? About 15 minutes now. So the astronauts returned. I don't know if y'all followed that, but what a great, successful mission, and everything about returning was like a little too far there, Rory. Everything about the landing sequence and everything went perfect, like just straight up perfect. So good on them. Successful mission, and now I can't wait to see what the next 2 years bring because I hope we start building I still hope we land on the moon in 2 years and start building a base. God, that'd be so cool. That's my dream. I would love to go to outer space, but Um, you know, how realistic is that going to be unless things get going on the lunar base? Um, and then maybe we could build a. I mean, obviously, you can't build a tunnel all the way to the moon because that would take years and years beyond our. So, but I mean, how long did it take him to get there? Like a day or two? It was a 9-day mission. They took off. They took a day around the slingshot around the moon. About 2 days they were there. So, I mean, it's like a 2 to 3 day travel. I mean, you could do that in the space shuttle. I mean, like overnight flights or flights right now, you just make them comfortable. I mean, you don't know. You never know, right? Anything's possible. So maybe trips to the moon and luxurious resorts to view from Earth from the moon. The future, right? Am I kidding? Am I joking? No, I don't know. You never know. I will say check out For All Mankind. That was a show that I say goes exactly what's gonna happen. Like we're gonna get on because the plan is to get on the moon, build a base and everything, and from there we're gonna jump to Mars. So um, I think that's like a window when the moon comes back around and we're closer to Mars. But that'll be like a 9 month journey there and like a 3 year mission. So um, but watch For All Mankind. Basically, the only thing that's different is that the Soviets landed on the moon first. That's what happened instead of us. So, but watch it because I mean they end up on the moon first. Excuse me. They end up on the moon first, and then they build lunar bases there, whatever, and then from there they take off to Mars. So it's kind of exactly the way we're going right now. We're gonna land on the moon, build on the moon, build base on the moon, discover different things on the moon, and then we're gonna take off to Mars. So yeah, watch. It's on Apple TV. It's called For All Mankind. It's good. They just started a new season this year, or just like a few weeks ago. So far they were doing episode 3. But yeah, no, watch it. It's so good, so good, and I feel like it lines up with what we're gonna be dealing with now. So yeah, I'm gonna be fishing here in a couple weeks. Going down to South Carolina. Meet up with some with my buddies. Meet up with my buddies that I used to fishing or I usually fish and hunt with down there in South Carolina. So I'll be driving there. Usually do. Um, so I'm looking forward to it. Gonna be time away. Literally like a 3-day vacation and come back home, right? So um, that load that my wife will have to carry after I'm gone, like basically for 2 days, like Thursday, Friday, she'll have to really. It's all on her those 2 days. So I'm hoping she has everything planned already and everything will go smoothly. So, but because then the weekend she's off. So, and competition will be done by then because the regionals are next week, and after that it's not regionals. So, um, she'll be able to rest the weekend, and then I'll be back the following Monday, and um, I'll actually be back like Sunday night late. So, but yeah, um, that's where I'll be. So I may not have a podcast that week, or I may actually do one on the road back home. Let you know how everything went this week or with fishing, and I'll hit you up with another podcast next week. I'll make some short clips. Make sure to check me out on TikTok and Facebook. Um, I'm thinking about putting some gaming clips out there pretty soon. We'll see because I do game a lot. Uh, I've been playing a lot of Crimson Red. I've been playing. I might get back into Division 2. Counter Strike is terrible, but maybe we'll put that out there. Rocket League, I'm always doing. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if I can get back into streaming, but excuse me. Never know. But I'm definitely hitting the gym again this week. Well, not again. I need to hit the gym this week. That's what I'm planning on doing. Waking up early, so hopefully by next week I won't be so tired. That's my plan. Hit the gym pretty much for the next week and a half. and then go down, do some fishing, come back, and get back to the gym. So, anyways, that's a wrap on today's episode of Load Bearing Dad. If this hit home, share it with another dad who needs to hear it or anybody else. That's how we grow this thing. Leave a review if you're feeling generous. And if you've got a load bearer you want me to salute on a future episode, hit me up. I'm out. Stay load bearing, gentlemen. We'll see you next time.